Australian native plants are great for eco-printing. You just have to know how to find the right ones. The best way to start is to look for some eucalyptus trees. Eucalyptus trees are also known as gum trees. There are about 700 species in Australia, and you'll find them in forests, parks, people's gardens, and by the roadside, so there's sure to be one in your local neighbourhood. They are especially good for eco-printing because they produce a strong dye that's permanent and doesn't wash out. So let's look at how to recognise one. They do come in all shapes and sizes, however there are some common types. The first clue is to look around for the tallest tree in the forest. Often gum trees are really tall and stick up above all the other trees. When you get up close, the first thing you'll probably do is to look at the bark. At least half of all gum trees have a lovely, smooth and colourful bark. Sometimes they have a white trunk, so if you see this type of bark, it's probably a gum tree. They can be brown, grey, red, blue and even orange. They're not all smooth though. They can have rough bark, half rough and half smooth, and sometimes they even have stringy bark that hangs down in ribbons. All smooth eucalypts shed their bark in summer, but in some cases it's quite dramatic. Next, look at the leaves. Most gum trees have long pointed leaves that droop down and point at the ground. The leaves can be all different sizes and they flutter in the breeze because they are on long stalks. If you crush one, it will probably have a eucalyptus smell. From time to time, gum trees produce flowers and gum nuts in all different sizes, but that doesn't happen very often, and they flower at all different times of the year. Make sure you don't pick paperbark leaves by mistake. The leaves look fairly similar to gum leaves, however the bark of the tree is obviously papery, so that will tell you that it is a paperbark. Once you have found your gum tree, you have to choose which leaves to collect. You can pick some green leaves if you want to. However, the best leaves are the ones that have fallen freshly from the tree. They are mature leaves that have plenty of dye in them. They should be soft and flexible when you squeeze them. It's best to stay away from very dry and crunchy leaves when first starting out, until you work out how to extract dye from them. You can pick leaves that are funny shapes, and you can pick leaves that have been eaten by bugs. They can be any colour. You'll be surprised at how good these ugly ducklings look in your eco-print. If you're worried that your leaves are too dry, try soaking them before you use them. In your eco-print kit, you might have a stick of Eucalyptus baby blue. This gum tree breaks all the rules. It's a small tree that has little round leaves. Baby blue naturally occurs in drier parts of the country. You may have to seek some out from your florist. Another tree that's worth looking out for is the silky oak tree. It's a nice tall tree that's best identified by looking for the unique shaped leaves that will be scattered on the ground beneath the tree. Choose green, brown or bronze leaves. Any of them will work. I hope you have fun with your foraging and good luck with your eco-printing.